Welcome back to Crunch Style. Today I will be reviewing the Adidas Fear of God Basketball 1 in the Carbon and Sesame colorway. Just to start off with this review, this shoe is entirely original. Unlike a lot of collabs we see nowadays, everything from the shoe, from the outsoles to the uppers to the midsoles, everything on the shoe is completely original. It doesn't really take too much from any other shoes. There is some inspiration from other shoes, which I will talk about, and I feel like it's very apparent, but we'll get into that further along in the review. On the outsole, we have the best traction in the world, herringbone. This shit is amazing. I think that's one of the main things that makes this probably going to be a pretty decent performance shoe. Fear God has said that this is supposed to toe the line on lifestyle in basketball performance, so this is good, but they're going to have another pair coming out later on that is entirely intended for basketball. And I think they do want these to go back and forth where you can wear these on court and into nightclub. I've heard in some interviews, I believe the Complex one that recently came out. So these are pretty solid, and that's kind of where we're already going with this shoe. In the midsole, which you can just barely see, there's like a little bit of white in there. That is actually encapsulated boost. You cannot feel that boost very well on foot. I've only really tried the shoes on and took a few steps, so I haven't actually done a full 2 days, 3 days worth, which I usually do for shoes before I review them. But I really just want to get out my first impressions to kind of break down the shoes. But yeah, the boost is not the most responsive and most easy to feel because it's not as exposed. It doesn't have as much room to move around in. Maybe after 2 or 3 wears or a week of wearing it, I can feel it a bit more. But just trying it on, taking a few steps, trying to just be a little bit more gentle before I do the review, they're still not as responsive as I thought they would be. The only real Fear of God hit we have on the shoe besides on the insoles, I believe, is Fear of God on the back heel. And yeah, that's basically it for the Fear of God. Then we get to the upper. We have this cage here, which has the 3 stripes to indicate that this is an Adidas product. If you know Adidas, they love to put branding, but unlike many of their products, they did not over-brand these, which I'm a huge fan of. We just have the 3 stripes here, and then we have 3 stripes on the lace lock right here. Little toggle. Really cool. And yeah, that's pretty much all for most of the Adidas merch or labeling, besides the Adidas on the insole, which I'll talk about a little bit later on. On the toe, we have that Sesame colorway, which is part of the name for this shoe. This is has a woven underneath, but on top it's plastic, so I wouldn't worry too much about actually staining it. I thought this was gonna be more of a cotton or blend to where it's something easy to stain, but no, this is gonna be pretty resilient. I'm gonna test that out with the shoe, just seeing with some different liquids, see if it absorbs, but I'm pretty sure this feels pretty plasticky to the top, because I think they want this to be pretty durable and to kind of keep that nice luxurious look to it. Due to this shoe having such a steep toe box, this is really uncommon, but it kind of gives the shoe a really nice sleek look. You do need to go half size up regardless of your foot. Even if you have a more narrow foot, it's just gonna really squeeze on your big toe and the middle toe, and just your 3 toes that are close to the inside of your foot. It's gonna squeeze on it. It's gonna be really uncomfortable. So I definitely would recommend going a half size up. That's even what Jerry Lorenzo himself suggested, from the man himself who designed these. So definitely stick with that device. Going up, we do have what it seems like a mix between some ballistic mesh, possibly the same plastic covering that we do see on the toe here, which is definitely going to make this shoe weather resistant, really durable, and be able to take a beating. The only thing on the shoe that's going to show a lot of wear is going to be this midsole, because of the material. If you get any oil, grease, dirt, it's going to show, which is why I'm really sticking out and waiting for all triple black colorway, just so it's going to be more resilient to more damage and tear and wear and tear. But yeah, on the laces, they're the exact same laces as we saw on the Fog ones when Jerry Lorenzo collabed with Nike on the Fog ones. Just like that. These do not come with any additional laces. The laces you get are the laces you have. These shoes do come in a reflective backer, just like the Fog ones and all the other Fear of God shoes that came with the Nike release. More about the packaging, you get this box, but outside of this box, you get this box that pretty much only just shows you the sizing of the shoe, the style code, all that information, and the color. So really nice touch. And the shoes do fit pretty comfortable. The toe is kind of pressed on a little bit, but it's not too bad in my opinion if you go half size up. Here we have this like little heel part, which I think is not meant for you to like use to pull. It's only meant for you to put your laces behind if you don't want them to toggle back like this. Very reminiscent of the Nike Fog one. And I think the shoe takes a lot of things from the Nike Fog one, but it improves on it greatly, makes it way more wearable. The Nike Fog one is one of my favorite shoes to just look at, but to wear it, they are a pain in the ass. One for the zipper, second for the height, and it just makes the shoe entirely too stiff for how it goes up on your ankle. This one, just wearing it, it feels amazing. It's something I can't wait to wear test and just enjoy wearing on a daily basis, or just even for special occasions. So yeah, these are a huge improvement on the Fog ones, and I think for the technology, everything they put into it, I know a lot of people are pretty upset with the pricing, but I would say these are worth the price of the $250 that you do have to buy in at right now. The resale on them is not also too high. You're not able to access them in your country or your region. So if you do want to go to Goat StockX, it's only just like about an extra, say 30 to 40 bucks, depending on your size. So these are really worth it. Oh yeah, there's one more thing. This part right here, it is used to like kind of tighten the shoe a little bit. Haven't seen any reviewer talk about it. So what you do is you just pull on it right here, and you can like loosen it, tighten it. It's just a little bit way to have the shoe a little bit more fastened to your foot. I don't know if it's something I'm going to be using a lot. I'm going to talk about that more in my follow-up review of this shoe once I've worn it for at least a week to 2 weeks, and let you know my opinion on that. So overall, these are a really nice pair of shoes for me. These are one of my favorite shoes to release this year. It's something new, something creative, and it really just has such a nice sleek look to it, while have also utilitarian vibes and even a little bit like military styles to it. It's a really nice touch to a shoe. I've been looking forward to these all year, and I'm really happy to finally have these in hand. Oh yeah, the box here is huge, really nice quality. It's not as monotone as it looks here. There's some like little hits of greenish colors on the box that you can't see as well. I think you can see a little bit better when I'm unboxing it. But we have this raised 3 swooshes for the Fear of God Adidas line. And then we have Adidas Fear of God right there on the box. Really nice touch. Really, really well done. Jerry Lorenzo, Fear of God Adidas, the whole design team that's working with Adidas. And the Adidas design team working with Fear of God did an amazing job for these shoes. This really does not feel so much like an Adidas shoe. It feels like Fear of God was just using the materials and the know-how that Adidas has to really kind of bring the public the best product they could at an affordable price. Because I think if Fear of God would have done this on their own, like they do with a lot of their mainline stuff, it would have been way more expensive. Like I could see the shoe easily going for like $500 to $600 if we would have only not had Adidas attached. So like just knowing how expensive shoes are, like the last of this shoe was probably not cheap in the slightest. It's tens of thousands of dollars. Just like little added touches like these, the plastic, like I know people are really upset with the $250, but like this shoe could have easily been way more, and it would have been justified just for the manufacturing cost. I know people would have been upset. Even like the little aglets here, like this is like a metal with a plastic covering. Like you don't see that on most shoes. Like these are higher quality than I would say probably any Jordans to probably come out this year, and they're brand new. They're something new. It's original. So yeah. For me, these are 10 out of 10. They're a home run banger if you haven't got that from this review. Huge fan of these. Can't wait for a triple black colorway to come out. I'm going to be copping those right away. No questions asked. If you enjoyed this review, please leave a like, leave a comment. This is one of my longest reviews in a long time. I've been really looking forward to these, so I had a lot to say and just wanted to get all that out. If you stuck around this long, really appreciate it. Stick around for the B-roll, the on-foot portion, and see you in the next one. Peace.